myself. So I've had to start setting boundaries like, girl, what you gonna do for you? So that you can be better for not only yourself, but for your child, for family and friends when you're able to be there for them. But right now, hey guys, this is A. Renee from Journal, Jot, and Jive, and this is take 2. Yes, because I actually was recording to nothing. Just to a photo, not even a photo, just to the camera looking at this with no recording going on. All right, so hey y'all. If you are new to this channel, welcome to the channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's going on? All right, by the title, it's gonna have the word goals in it because I don't have the rest of the title, but I know I was gonna talk about goals. So yeah, y'all will get the rest of the title when you see it, or you've already seen it by now. All right, y'all, so it's time to do a goals check-in. We have 1 week left in this month, and by now, yeah, you should have something checked off. I don't care if it will sweep the kitchen floor. You should have something checked off, and if you don't, then we need to talk about it. Why? What are you fighting? What's going on? What's wrong? Why are you being combative with your growth? What can you do to kind of fall into motion with your growth and jumpstart your journey? You know, that's the name of one journal prompt. Or focus on your self-care. That's the name of another journal prompt that I put out there. Thank you to everybody that has purchased the journal prompts. Now that you have purchased them, I hope you are actually doing the work. Don't want you throwing your money away. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about how I am utilizing my journal and my planners for my goals. What have I already accomplished? And if you haven't picked up by now, this is going to be a chatty and interactive video. So buckle up, get ready for the ride, get ready for a little laughter. No tears, because I've done enough of that yesterday. We'll come back to that. So yeah. All right, so what you have here, y'all, this is my purse planner. This is my journal. This is a new baby here, not new, it's refurbished, but this is now my therapy planner, because guess what, ladies and guys, because I know it's a couple of y'all that watch it, I have finally gone to session 1. So we're making strides. Got a little check on that goal right there, okay? And then this is our goals planner, so I'm just gonna go in and show you that I've actually checked off some more things in there. So perhaps we will start with this. And so let's go ahead and look. Now remember, I have several goals in several places. You all don't have the access to every single goal that I've set. You have access to quite a few, but I do have other goals that you'll never see. I'll never tell. Y'all remember that movie? Yeah, so that. You don't have access to all of me like you may think you do, but I do like to show a little bit so that y'all can kind of have a little guide, you know, something to kind of motivate you. But yeah, I do have additional goals that you probably will never hear about until it's time for me to write a book in life. All right, so here we are with the January goals, y'all. So let's go ahead and look in the me section. And the other week I already had buy new facial products checked off. And then we have scheduled therapy. It has been scheduled and I have gone to the first appointment. And my second appointment is already made for next week. You know, your girl's making moves. All right, so then we have the get eye procedure and read at least one book. The eye procedure will be done by this Friday. Your girl ain't playing no games. All right, I got goals and I'm about to reach these goals, check them off and add some more. All right, so then when we get into the work section, I needed to update my booking site, which I did, but that's kind of like a revolving type of thing. There's always going to be certain things that I add and whatever, but for the most part, I had a huge mistake on there that needed to be corrected. And then film, photograph, hair clients, that has been done and is still in motion. Buy a new pair of shears, I did that. And then create monthly packages. While I have 2 created, there are a few more that need to be created so that my clients can have an alternate, what is this? Option. They can have options, okay? And then we have released journal prompts. Again, those have been released. You have seen 2 journal prompts released this month. The first one is to jumpstart your 2020 year. And the other one is self-care. Quite a few people have bought the prompts. Thank you so much. Now that you have them, I hope you are actually doing the work. I know a lot of times it just seems like, oh, this is it. But until you actually dive in and do the work, you can't really see the benefits of the journal prompts. So I don't want you wasting your money. I actually want you to see what you're capable of So this is the journal strategist talking to you. Go on and open that journal and do those prompts. If you have not purchased the prompts and you're interested in what those are, the links are in the community tab, and I will make sure to put them in the description box. Okay, so then we get down to resume YouTube. Hey y'all, we on here now, so that's checked. Work on prototype, that's not done yet. And then we have track spending. Now I gotta check on that, y'all, but I am not, we gotta pull that together. We gotta pull that all the way together because it's not as consistent as I would like it to be, and we'll kind of get back into that subject in a second. Obtain, get free credit reports, that's already done. And then I have pay off one debt and then start sinking funds. Okay, another disclaimer while we're in this video. So my voice is a little raspy, and I actually like when my voice is raspy sometimes like this because it makes me feel like in my head I can sing, but I can't. So I just wanted to let you know my voice is raspy because I went on a road trip. And speaking of road trip, I'm going to show you something with that. I went on a road trip with my line sisters. I don't know if I said that in the beginning of this video because, as I stated before, I had to redo the video. But if I did, you're just hearing it again. So I went on a road trip with my line sisters, sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. And, you know, we had a good time, guys. And we're going to talk about that as well. But one of my 20 things to do during 2020 was a road trip. So that means we can go ahead and check this little puppy off, okay? So let us find a pen to check that off. So we're going to go ahead and do this. So the goal of creating these lists, whether it's cute with foo-foo stuff or whether it's just line by line by line, you still want to line out or check stuff off, okay? We're not doing things just so they're cute. The days of just posting for cuteness, yeah. So we're just going to go ahead and check this off, okay? Road trip, check. Okay. So, y'all, we went to Pigeon Forge, okay? Did you hear how I said that a little slowly? Let's go ahead and talk about why I am saying that slowly. Because, you know, until 2019, confession, I've been calling it Pigeon Ford with the D. And so what lesson I wanted to tell you is that I don't care how old you get, you can always learn something new. So as of 2019, when I found out about the trip, I am now, you know, a little smarter, a little wiser, and I have a little more knowledge because I now know that it's Forge and not Ford. Okay? So I'm a little excited. Learn something new. All right, so again, y'all know this is my journal. So this was the 20 things during 2020, and then we need to go ahead and go over to self-care. All right, let's go over to the self-care page. And y'all know I have to pull this stuff off screen, honey, because I don't know which I can and can't see in this journal. And y'all just hang. All right, so we're gonna roll on back to this self-care. So as we're going through this video, y'all, the whole purpose is checking back in with your goals. So if you haven't caught on yet, I'm checking back in with what I said that I was going to do. All right. So when we go on here, I already have a couple of things checked off. We have the skincare regimen checked off. We have the nail appointments checked off. And we can now, yes, guys, we can now check off therapy. So let me tell you a little bit about how I developed my plan on scheduling my appointment for therapy. So I said that it needed to be done in January. I needed to schedule it, and I needed to schedule the appointment in January. All right. So I've been pushing it off. If some of you have been following me, I've been talking about creating this therapy appointment since 2019. So I had to stop running from it and myself. And I went ahead and created the therapy. Now, let me explain what pushed me to create my therapy appointment. All right, so here's a little truth moment about A. Renee. So we talked about my finances because I'm transparent in a couple of areas. And I talked about how bad my finances have been. My finances, you know, they were in the gutter, okay? Yeah, I was down there, or they were in the trash can with Oscar, you know, I don't know. They were just there. They're now on the outside of the trash can, but they're not everywhere that they need to be just yet. Okay. Cause I'm working on that too. And so what happens is when it's time for me to go on a vacation or a trip, my anxiety flares like no other, okay? It flares so much that I feel like the energy that I exude can be transferable, and it's something that I don't like. However, I made a promise to myself not to not travel versus working through the issues that I have when it comes to traveling, okay? Do you see the difference? I can't negate or deprive myself of living life because I haven't worked on the issues that I have. So that's what landed me in this therapy chair. So a couple of things that I knew. I said, I'm gonna plan this out. I know that I'm going on a trip, okay? And I was sponsored for that trip, thanks to my sister, because your girl was like, I ain't doing it. I ain't going. I don't want to. I love them. I haven't been on 2 of my previous line sisters trips, and I was finally able to open up. And y'all, I cried a gangster tear. I don't like crying in front of people, okay? But at that point, I was just like, y'all, it is what it is. It's not that I don't love y'all. I just ain't have it. So, you know, it was good to be able to say my truth. Yeah, it was. However, this go round, I said, I already know how I feel. My anxiety set up before I even went on the trip. I knew what it would be when I came off of the trip. And you know, you don't want to speak that into your life, but when you're working through things and you know what it's going to be, I intentionally made my therapy appointment for the day after my trip. And I'm very glad that I did, because I woke up Tuesday morning at an all-time low. Okay? Because it was, how many heads do I need to do to pay for this? How many journal prompts do I need to do for this? Dang, I should have went on that trip. And I also had to take accountability for, there were certain things that I just should not have bought, okay? And so one of my goals has been, be intentional about this therapy thing. So therapy started, therapy appointment is made for next week. Your girl need to be on that couch every week, okay? So I'm cool with it. So for some of y'all that may be out there that's like, dang, I know I need to go talk to somebody, put your fear to the side. You don't have to be transparent like I'm doing. Don't nobody have to know where you're going. But if you know that you need to be in a better headspace, go for it. I don't think anything is wrong. If you want to do church counseling, I mean, I don't have anything against that. But at this point, I mean, yeah, I just needed to go a different route. So I did that. And so that takes us to where we are here. For most people that have gone to therapy, if you've ever been in therapy, journals are really huge. And so one of the things that I told my therapist was, I can help everybody else. I got y'all on here. I help my friends. I am the fixer friend. Like, girl, what's wrong? Let's see how we can fix it. But I couldn't fix myself. And I've gotten to the point where trying to fix everybody else and not fixing myself, and I'm broken, I'm just putting band-aids on stuff. Just band-aids here and there. And it's unfair to myself. So I've had to start setting boundaries. Like, girl, what you gonna do for you? So that you can be better for not only yourself, but for your child, for family and friends, when you're able to be there for them. But right now, outside of this, creating journal prompts and stuff, you know, to my friends, I love y'all dearly. But your girl hasn't been well for a while. And many of y'all may have known, and many of y'all may have not known. But, you know, I'm not. Okay, so now I'm working on being a better me. All right, y'all. So this is my journal. Like, and again, I talked to my therapist. I was like, hey, like, this is what I do. And she's like, oh, you just need a plain journal. And she looked and I was like, yeah, it's not going to be plain. So I just went in, y'all. This is an old notebook because, again, I wanted a whole new journal. And I was like, Adrian, didn't you just say that your finances are finally outside of the garbage can with Oscar and they're on the outside? But they ain't, you know, it ain't cleared up. So pump your brakes. So I went and pulled out a lot of stuff that I already had. And so I just put a couple little dashboards, and I don't have anything written in here yet. So that's why y'all get privy to this. Put a picture of what I want to feel like. And then this is my years of old dashboard that I had. And then I just got a couple of pages. And then again, I just pulled some little pieces in here that I would like to see. And then it's just a calendar, you know, for some assignments and some things that she told me that I have to do. So once I'm off screen, I'll actually go and do my homework assignment because I want to be obedient. So that'll be done. So yeah, this is actually my journal that I'm opting to use. And as stuff is done, I know people might say, well, what are you going to do with the pages? I'll pull them out, bind them, and put them in a lockbox. So that's what I'll do with that. All right. Another component of my goals is tracking them, creating habits, a routine. Now, I'm still working on the actual routine that I need to do, and those are some things that I'll be working out in my sessions, like, okay, this is what is my block and my barriers, so how can I do that? So I do have, so this was the spread from last week, and so I did start like a small little tracker. I need to finish filling that little part in. And so I kept a couple of trackers like workout, skincare, read 1 hour, hydrate, bedtime by 12 a.m. I think that's probably going to have to, I have by 12 a.m. That's going to have to kind of go up because it has been suggested that I need at minimum 7. Technically, it's supposed to be like 8 or 9 hours of sleep, and I kind of chuckled like baby steps. So I now have an assignment of getting 7 hours of sleep. Who's doing that? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, okay? It actually happened yesterday because I went to bed. Yeah, I think I went to bed at 10:30. I just was exhausted mentally. And another thing, y'all, for the people that know me very well via this channel, I have been instructed to cut down on my nap times because I don't sleep at night. Oh, what is your girl gonna do? All right, so Tuesday, we're going to check off bedtime by 12 a.m. Actually, Monday, I don't recall what time, so I'm just going to say no because I wasn't really paying attention to what I did. And then read for an hour. Yeah, so that didn't happen on either one of those days. Hydrate. So I have to get back on it. Y'all, this red is real ugly. Workout, I did not work out either day. I'll be back in the gym today with my son, to be exact. And then the skincare, that has been one thing that I have been keeping up with, and so I'm excited about that. All right, and so again, all this is hey, these are the action, well, my word of the year is action, so I kind of like seeing my word before me, and so I'm taking action with my habits, and then I have notes and reminders, and then each week I like to put 1 to 2 goals. So let's go ahead, and I am going to write those goals in. So I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So what I just did 2 goals. Get 7 hours of sleep at least 4 times this week, and then declutter my craft room. Okay, so that's really, really huge for me because it's just too much going on, and I don't feel like I should be talking about how much is going on every video. So that needs to be done. All right, so y'all, that is how I did that. So basically, when you're checking in with your goals, I really feel like that's going to be the title. So I'm checking in with my goals. So let's just say that you don't have anything checked off in this 4th week of, well, 3.5, in this 3rd full week of January, then I would suggest, hey, go look back at your goals. Pick one that you can commit to this week. Take that goal. You're going to break it down. I tell y'all on the journal prompts how to break that down and what you need to do next. And then that's going to push you forward with your goals, y'all. Your goals do not have to be super massive. They don't have to be large. Pick something that you can actually commit to within this month. And at this point, within this week and next week. And that's going to help you get to the point that you want to be. All right. So the whole purpose of this year is to live, love, and laugh throughout life. And see the vision in front of you. If you have taken the time to buy all of these journals and all of these planners and all the things, make sure that you're using them. And if you don't know why you're buying all of the things, maybe consider digging deeper to find out what is that trying to mask and working through that. All right. So y'all, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you got something from it. If you did get something from it, make sure you leave it in the comment section. How are your goals going? Are you getting anything done? Do not minimize what you are accomplishing. And I was supposed to create a page for y'all, like to start my therapy page, like to write in my journal, not for y'all to see the entry. But I don't think y'all gonna get that on this video. So yeah, that's that. All right, so again, make sure you check in with your goals weekly, monthly, and sometimes daily, depending on how big your goals are and how many tasks you have attached to those goals. And until then, show yourself grace. You are able to do what you are setting yourself out to do. Don't allow small obstacles to take over the overall picture, all right? And I will chat with y'all in the next one.